Halloween, people. What's happy about Halloween? I don't really know. It's meant to be evil and nasty and ghoul-tastic. Anyway, it is obviously Thursday, which of course are the new Fridays. And yes, I'm about to nip down to town. It's my lunch hour. I've got a package to post. This was an N64 game. It was ordered late Tuesday night. So yeah, I should have posted it yesterday, but I didn't get round to it. So I'm going to do that now. When I'm downtown, pick myself up a sandwich or something nice for me lunch. And I might nip in a charity shop or two. We shall see. Anyway, it's Halloween. You've given me all your film suggestions, people, which have been quite a few. So I'm going to go home tonight. Me and Mrs. OG. Don't know if little OG's joining us. We're going to sit and watch a good few sort of horror films or whatever films. Just more spooky, story-based, I want. You know what I mean? All that gore and all them clowns flying about. Mate, I know enough clowns without watching them on telly as well. I digress as always. Jokes aside. So anyway, this weekend plans are absolutely zero. No plans at all, which quite often are the best weekends for me. So anyway, without further ado, let's get down that town, let's get that package posted, and let's hit a few charity shops and something to eat. Yeah, I'm feeling it today. I need a bit of munch. Posted the parcel there. Let's go and check out a few of the charity shops. See if my luck's in this week, because it wasn't last week, was it? So hopefully, yeah, a bit of luck this time out. You never know. As I always say with these things, you've got to keep looking, haven't you? You've got to keep looking. To the swing of things there, look. The Deadpool in the high street. Leaving Deadpool alone in the high street, I moved on to the first charity shop. Had a look in here. There was no games, unfortunately, but do stay tuned, people. Oh yes, because trust me, I'll find something pretty brilliant in a moment. Then into my local CEX as I was passing. It'll be rude not to, people. You already knew that, though. Quick look in the window there. Plenty of DJing gear. But unfortunately, no sort of real decent retro in the window. But do you know what? Although this is my local one and I pop in here all the time, I have to say I'm quite impressed of late. They seem to be having a real good turnaround of games like, you know, Taisho Legends, or Theater Legends, as people like to announce it. Space Invaders, that was a classic, wasn't it? Now Family Guy, I tell you what, ITV2 show Family Guy most nights, don't they? And I have to say, I really enjoy Family Guy. It's one of the little guilty pleasures of mine. Bit of Mario Golf there. You can't go wrong with Mario Golf. I've actually got that on the Switch. Well, not that version, but, you know, the newer version. Great fun, especially online. So, one little recommendation for you good people looking at the UMD videos here. Bit of Donnie Darko there. Now this, right, is Mrs. OG's one of her all-time favourite films. Not in that format in particular, but Blu-ray, etc. She loves that film. She loves Donnie Darko. And I have to say the soundtrack on it is particularly good. If you've not seen it, give it a watch. It's something a bit different, shall we say. Anyway, stepping up here onto the PS3 shelves, and here, look, The Watchmen. The End Is Nigh, parts 1 and 2. That's £25. Is that any good? I was tempted to pick that up, but I know absolutely nothing about The Watchmen, so please do tell me, as a game, is that any good? I do remember the film, it was quite lengthy. Might have to give that another watch at some point, you know. Now, NBA Jam on the Wii there, look. I remember that from the SNES days and obviously the arcade. It was a good little game, a good little basketball game, that. A great little arcade game, actually. Especially if you're a basketball fan. Not that I'm a huge basketball fan, but hey, it weren't a bad game. He's on fire. That was one of the phrases. Now, this here, £15, Rockstar Games, obviously, Grand Theft Auto on the PS2. But nice little set there, isn't it, I thought. Vice City in there and Auto 3. £15 for that little set. Is that any good? Should I pick that up? Let me know in the comments. And The Hobbit. You know the OG. I do love me some Lord of the Rings. And of course The Hobbit. Although looking at old Gollum here, he looks very different to what he does in the films. Looks very dark and sinister indeed. Oh yes. Now do stay around, because guess what? Not only am I doing CEX locally, But I'm also doing another CEX in Chatham and charity shops and a toy fair where we go game hunting as well, all in this one episode. So apologies for the length. Maybe you want to do it in 2 settings, I don't know, and then stick around to the end. Obviously I'm drinking beers throughout, but of course at the end I will show you all the pickups I've had from the charity shops and the CEX visits. And I look at the Nintendo Switch. Now, I never go to the Switch shelves. I do own a Nintendo Switch. I've got a handful of games, probably about 15, I suppose. I don't go mad for it. But every now and then I have a quick look at the shelves just to see what's different, you know. And I have to say, there's always some interesting titles, for sure. I mean, I'm looking now at the sort of the real sort of AAAs and the Pokemon and stuff, you know. The titles you'd come and know to expect. But there's always one that throws up an oddity, and this is it here. This game here, Catherine, I've played this on the PS3 and it's a really good game. It's like it's a puzzler with a really weird storyline going throughout, honestly. It's a very unique title, very original, and one you don't see particularly often. But trust me, it's good at any standard. Now this here, Professor Layton. Mrs. OG loves Professor Layton. She had all the Professor Layton games on her DS. And at night time, when she'd go to bed, that was her pick-up. She'd go and pick that up. She'd do a couple more puzzles. Yeah, she got right into it. Anyway, into the retro cabinet here and having a quick look. And like I say, at the moment, I am finding my local CX isn't too bad. It's getting some nice bits in. A Kirby Air Ride there. Look at that, £210. Good God, mate. That's an expensive GameCube game for sure. And this here, look at this in the window. This is the very collectible game, that Maximum Carnage. £70 loose cart. But that cart was a bit rough condition looking anyway. It had lots of stickers on it and all sorts, a bit of residue and all sorts of bits and bobs going on with that. So the loose cart, 70 quid. What'd you make of that? But anyway, look at these PS2 Castlevania games there. They're just things of beauty, aren't they, the Castlevania games. And a Street Fighter there. And of course, look at that. Shadow Hearts, another PS2 game, at £68, and the PS1 titles in this little section here. Always worthy. Anyway, back into the charity shops. And this one here, plenty of toy cars and stuff like that. But unfortunately, no video games to be had in this one. Anyway, but do stay tuned. Because like I say, I'll find something very, very special real soon. And of course, I went and bought me Poppy, because it'd be rude not to. Nice trip to CEX there, got some few bits, so that was pretty good. And yeah, I'll show them a bit later when we get back. Got a bit more shopping, no luck in the charity shops thus far, but hey, we've only just begun. I've got time for another couple on my way back to Sainsbury's for a bit of shopping. Wish me luck. One more charity shop before I hit Sainsbury's, and I was looking at the shelves here, and it was the usual sort of bits in here. There was nothing new. There was the existing games that are always here, your FIFAs and stuff. And as I was walking out, I spotted something. Oh yes, it wasn't with the games. It was like on a shelf with sort of kits and things like that, and it was sort of tucked away. But anyway, I'll show you shortly. But look, that there, that little Buzz Lightyear on the next shelf down him is not the full size one that Josh has got. But I don't know, is that worth anything? Master of Pieces? Let me know, my friend. And here it was, look, a boxed PS2, memory cards and everything else. And look at the label here, loads of games, £35. Of course I bought it. Wow, just had a touch there in a charity shop. 35 notes, a boxed PS2, plus about 10-15 games, I suppose. Haven't gone through them yet, obviously just put it in the boot of the car. I've got to do Sainsbury's now. But as I always say to you good people, don't stop looking, because it's when you stop looking, you'll miss out. Pleased with that, nice touch. Following the excitement of that PS2 pickup, oh yes, into Sainsbury's, a bit of lunch. And now this caught my eye, the Kashmiri chili chicken in a naan. And no, I didn't bother in the end because I thought it might make me stink a bit in work. So I avoided the Kashmiri chili chicken, although it did look rather good indeed. But hey, you never know, I might just treat myself to another Indian this weekend. Hey, watch this space. Anyway, I picked up my wrap. I went for the duck wrap again. And as it was Halloween, trick or treat, I treated Mrs. OG. Oh yes. scanned these lovely shelves. They all look so good, these cakes, don't they, in Sainsbury's? I'll be honest, I am visiting Sainsbury's quite a bit often these days, a bit more than I would Asda normally. And of course, look, I've died and gone to heaven. Look at this lot. Beer, IPAs, boxes of lagers, bottles of beer. Oh, mate, look at them all. So many beers, just not enough time to drink them all. Oh, I do like a beer, in case you didn't know. Asahi Dry, that's a classic, that is. Birra Moretti, been having a few pints of that on draft of late. Cruz Campo, very nice. And of course, the old classic, yes, Strap On. You can't beat a nice pint of Strap On, people. And Heineken's large, of course. What a productive lunchtime that proved to be. Or lunch break, should I say. Yeah, happy days. Bought myself one of these, a Kind bar. You've got to be kind to yourself. No one else is kind to me. Anyway, yeah, I had one of these the other week, and I think it had salt and that in it, and like with nuts, and it was really, really tasty. That's good. Do enjoy nuts. Anyway, that PS2, what a find. Haven't looked at the games yet, so. How rude of me, taking a bite of that nut bar when I'm about to talk to you good people. Anyway, going to head back to the office now. Like I say, about 15 games of that and a PS1 game at the front there, Rayman. Don't know if that's worth anything. Don't know if I've already got it in the collection. But obviously if I have, and any of them doubles that I have will be bundled up and sold on the website with free P&P to the UK. Got to get that little advert in there, and I should start sponsoring my own videos really and do little adverts. Yeah, coming soon. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I say. Keep looking, guys. So that was a nice little pick up there. The box PS2. Haven't checked it yet, but I know most electrical goods, they do test them now in a lot of charity shops. And yeah, stack of games there, 35 notes. I ain't complaining at that one. Don't get fines too often these days, so when you do, take them. Right, let's get back to work. Popped out for a walk, and this is one of the neighbours' houses. Look, good effort, innit? As you can see there, one neighbour's gone to town. There's a few others around the place that normally do it. Where we live, we're quite... people get right into the whole Halloween thing, and there's just lots of groups of people walking around, and yeah, anyway, so we're going to have a walk down, have a pint, and then walk back, have dinner, and then Mrs. OG has got to watch a horror film. The pub. Quick Halloween pint, because it'd be rude not to. A Thursday night Stella. Well, you know guys, Thursdays are the new Fridays, so a couple of pints to kick off the weekend is always welcomed. And a nice Prosecco there for Mrs. OG. I mean, she doesn't drink often, but when she does, oh, she has a Prosecco or two, she doesn't mind them. And a second pint of Stella before finished in the pub. And now walking back, as you can see, there's a rather giant spider up there. Maybe that's the spider that got in my games room this last week and created all that web. Yes. Anyway, after tonight, I can come down, so I can no longer get trapped in it. We're going to go home now, have dinner, and then I'm going to tell Mrs. OG what she's going to be watching this evening. Oh, yes, indeed. A little bit of effort there, look. Oh, yes, Drac and the boys inviting me in. Just saying how mild the weather still is, you know. Anyway, the crowds have sort of dispersed, but there's not as many houses this year as there is normally that do it, so yeah, it's a strange one. Anyway, get home, have dinner, scare Mrs. OG. Home from the pub, it was quite pleasant, nice couple of pints down there, with Thursdays being the new Fridays. The kettle's going, Mrs. OG says. But no, don't worry, I'll still be heard. We get background noises all the time because it's a vlog. so I don't super sharp edit these. Now Mrs. OG's come back, she's got into her pyjamas, ready for Halloween. But I said I bought you a little present today, Mrs. OG. Do you think you've earned it?
Of course. What do you mean, do? Of course.
Alright then, I'll give it to you. So Mrs. OG, I popped down to town today and I found some charity shop stuff.
Of course.
I found a PS2 with games, which is now by the back door. Because Miss OG said, you ain't bringing more junk in.
Yeah, because I always have to move it.
It's all right, it'll go straight into the games room.
Okay.
And I picked up a couple of games in CEX as well.
Oh, of
because
course you should buy shares in CEX.
Because it would be rude not to. But I didn't just buy myself games. Close your eyes. I bought you this. There you go. Open your eyes.
Oh.
It is a cream Bramley apple turnover.
Nom 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 nom.
You can have that while you're watching the horror film, and you can spit it all out when you're jumping. Anyway, which still haven't decided. I've got a good idea though. I've got a few good ideas. Oh, too many. Too many. Some of them were a bit naughty though. I mean, someone said Terrifier 3. I said no gore, no clowns. Oh well, onwards and upwards. So yeah, that's Mrs. OG sorted out for a bit of pudding. We're going to have dinner and then we'll start watching a film or two. Or maybe, I've got an idea. Anyway, watch this space. First film is planned. It's called Don't Move. It's on Netflix. It's an hour and a half. It's only a 90-minute film. So I've got my dinner in my bowl. So I'm going to have this while we're watching a film called Don't Move. It's an 18. It's on Netflix. I think a couple of you might have mentioned it. I'm not sure. It's number 1 on Netflix films. So probably number 1 just because it's Halloween. But anyway, we're going to move in. Give this a go. Well, Mrs. OG survived her horror experience. We ended up watching a film on Netflix called Don't Move. It's number 1, obviously because it's Halloween, I suppose. And what did you think of it, Mrs. OG? Turn the telly down. Just alright. Yeah, it was a bit...
It wasn't horror.
It weren't really. It was an 18, but... I mean, the worst thing was some cop who got his head caved in.
Oh yeah, that was a bit nasty actually, but no, I wouldn't put it under the category of
horror. It's more just sort of tense, really.
Bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Psycho. What's it? In your head.
But I've booked tickets to the cinema on Saturday, and we're off to see the new Hugh Grant film. I can't remember what it's called, but I tell you what, that looks damn good. I saw the trailer today and I thought I'm booking tickets for that. So we've got a plan for the weekend and we're going to meet my mate Al afterwards for a few pints. So that'd be good. So that's Saturday sorted. So I'm really looking forward to that film. It looks really, really good. I think it's going to be better than the film we watched tonight. Anyway, that concludes Thursday with Charlie New Fridays. The highlight for me was probably the pub, a nice couple of pints with Mrs. OG. Anyway, see you all for the morning, people. Friday, and then the official start off of the weekend. Oh, yes. Happy Friday, people. Work is finished and I am home. Hey, so the weekend has officially begun. So how am I starting and kicking off this great weekend that I love so much? You know me, I do love my weekends. How am I kicking it off? In fine style, people. Oh, yes, indeed. I'm going to carry on with my gloss painting in the corridor there in the hallway. Get it done. It's a couple of hours and then I'm going to get out in the games room, have a couple of beers, go for a few bits out there, and Mrs. OG has been busy out there. She's done away with the decorations. She's sorted the decorations away, so I've got my games room back to how it should be, without that cobweb stuff that every time it touched you, it would stick to you and just follow you around the room and untrail itself. Yes, quite the pain in the bum, but anyway, we are back to normal. Normality has returned. After the paint, of course. Made it out to the games room. I'm going to play some Xbox 360 actually. But I just remembered I had an order come through earlier for one of the OGDuffy mugs. I'm going to get this wrapped up. So hopefully I can get it through on the post before catch the last post today. So get it a bit earlier. Anyway. Yeah, so all good.
in the hood. Get this done. Get a few sweets in there. And a sticker, of course. Or two. We shall see. Anyway, get my pint glass on there. Fizzy top. Oh yes. Anyway, plans this weekend. I have seen that there's a toy fair Sunday morning, and as you know, some of you that watch YouTube, other channels and stuff, quite often they have some success when they go to toy fairs for games and stuff. So I thought, you know what, I might just pop along. It ain't far from me, about 8 miles away, I suppose. So get that done, and yeah, go up there, visit that. Get that sticker and that in the box. Oh, excuse me, dusty brains, as my mate Al would say. Talking about seeing him tomorrow, but I'm really looking forward to seeing that film, and I'll keep on and on and on, but I really am. There's some sweets in there. I'll get some more.
Your device is offline. To connect, swipe down from the top of your screen, then go to settings, network.
Sorry about that. Should know your place, not butt in. Put some love hearts in that one. Some of them. And will a chocolate fit? A chocolate will just about fit. I will squeeze it. I will make it fit. Got to go and get some bubble wrap, which is down there. So as you can see, I've kept all this stuff out because I've packed some stuff up the other day. So it's all stayed out. And then I'm going to put it all away again. And then get the room a bit tidy. And then, like I say, I'm going on the Xbox. I might have a go on the 360. Not the 360, on the Xbox. Might have a go at the new Call of Duty, but the zombie mode. I do like zombies typically from the Call of Duty games, so I'll probably enjoy that one too. That's to stop them bits rattling around in the post. So we'll get them in there. Nice few sweets, bit of chocolate for you. Hey, because it'll be rude not to, people. Get that in there with that, and a nice little thank you slip, and a lovely OG Duffy sticker. Get that wrapped up. Bit of bubble wrap round that. Get that down to the post office. And before I come and do my gaming and quick tidy up in here, because it's tidy, it's just a little bit, and before I have my first beer of the weekend, the official beer, I'm probably going to go and post that, nip down to town. Mrs. OG is going to do herself a healthy wrap for dinner, so I might nip into the Turkish shop and buy some of them Turkish pizzas. You know, the really sort of, it's just a wrap with like a bit of Turkish minced ground meat on it and a bit of sauce. And add a bit of cheese, make myself a little pizza out of them. They are so good. So I'm going to get this wrapped up, get this posted, get down to town, and I'm going to pop in that Turkish supermarket. And I might also check out to see if they've got any specialist beers. Hey, because I do love them foreign beers. Right, let's get this wrapped. Let's get down there. Let's do this. Hooked up with me brother, so we're going to go for a pint after I've posted my my package, which I'm off to do now. So go and get my package done. And then a pint with bro who's ran off ahead.
Popped into a different pub in the High Street, Bunters, and I have to say the music in here was booming. It was about 5 o'clock, 5:30ish, but it was like the party had really kicked off. And my bro decided to invest a few pence in this roulette machine. I think he was covering all the middle bets. I'm not sure about you guys, but what do you think? Personally, I'm not keen on roulette, especially on a computer like this. Let's be honest, the computer will know exactly what you're doing every time. I do enjoy digital roulette like this, though, in a real casino where there's a real table that you're all playing on. So you can have like a digital terminal and play against a real table. I do enjoy that, and quite often I come away up. I'm one of them. I'm probably a gambler that the casinos don't like people like me. And anyway, straight into the vineyard after this for another pint of Lady Stella, which was very nice. I had Birra Moretti in the last pub because their Lady Stella's no longer there, and then into my local Eastern European shop to get them Turkish pizzas that I enjoy so much. And I'm pleased to say I managed to get them but there was literally only one box left. So it was a close call indeed, people. I nearly come away empty-handed. Oh, yes. But I do love looking at all the different sort of frozen meats and everything else in these sort of shops. I could get quite carried away. And, of course, the beers, they're great because you always see beers that you don't normally see. Oh, there they are. That's the Turkish pizzas. They're more like wraps, as I say. But anyway, I do like these dodgy beers. Out in the games room, had me dinner. Very nice, that bit of Turkish pizza thing. They're more like wraps, really, to be honest. But they're actually very, very tasty. Now, I've had 2 gifts here come through the post. The first one we're going to open, I'm not going to show you it because my address is both sides. But this has come all the way from America, people. Oh, yes. Nowhere else except for Florida or Florida. But, yeah, mate. The weather in Florida is a bit better than it is here. Let's get this cracked open. Let's see what we got. This is from Richard Smith. He's an expat living over in Florida. And I'm opening it out of shock because obviously I don't want to give my address away. Yeah, and he said it's nothing major, OG. He said, but it's something that you'll appreciate being a drinker. That us drinkers here in Florida can't do without. So quite what it is, I have yet to see. Oh, okay. Let's take a look. That can sit that side. Let me just check the envelope. There's a note in there. I do love a note. Right, let's read the note first. Oh, I know exactly what this is. Yeah, excellent. Blimey. He's been busy. He's wrote me a lovely note there. Let me read. Howdy from across the pond, Mr. OG, sir. Trust the delivery finds you and the rest of OG Towers very well. Cheers, buddy. As promised, please find enclosed a small token of my appreciation for your terrific work. What you have here is what we have over here in Florida called a koozie, spelled K-O-O-Z-I-E, or beer sock, as my dad back home in Yorkshire calls them a lot. They help get you beverage of choice, cool, and are pretty handy to have around. I've never seen you use one before, so I thought I'd send you this one in all its finest Floridaness. To have your disposable in your games room because you'll wisely point out, sir, it's important to stay hydrated. Yes, it is, my friend. Keep up the great work, mate. Best wishes, much appreciation. Rich and Puck. Oh, this is his French bulldog. Yeah, my French bully is my gaming buddy. He emails me 2 or 3 times a week, and we have a little bit of chat going back and forth. And he showed me a picture of his dog. He sits in the gaming room. He has his pizza and that. He works quite hard at the old airport there, baggage handling, I believe, at the moment. Whilst he's working up towards getting a few more miles in, because he's working towards getting his pilot's licence. So that's good. P.S. Koozie merch is a big thing over here. I don't know, would you guys like this much? Congratulations on 10,000, very well done. Let's hope for more, and happy birthday, Mrs. OG, best wishes. Mate, what can I say? That's brilliant. Thank you very much, Rich. You're a top man, and I'll be emailing you again shortly. Anyway, here it is. Boom. I do be honest, I have one of these inside the house. It couldn't be out here, I'm not sure. It's not a Florida one, it's one from Australia. My Uncle Al gave me. Those that watch the vlog will know Uncle Al. Are you rocking yet? Keep your drinks cold. And I know in Australia these are obviously very, very popular. But as you can see there, it is literally a sock that you put your beer in. So, what should we do? Let's grab a beer and put one in it. There we go, sir. This is a good effort indeed. Cheers, Rich. Much appreciated, my friend. So this strap-on, which isn't going to get warm from my hand because it has the thermal sock on it, is for you, buddy. Oh, yes, indeed. Cheers, Rich, from the UK to over there in the pond. Obviously, he's a northerner, bless him. If his old man, yeah, Yorkshire. Mate, Sunshine State, innit? They call it out there. Tell you what, it's a damn bit hotter than it is here. Anyway, thank you very much, Rich. And of course, that bulldog of yours. Yeah, French bulldog, should I say. Hope you're enjoying a pizza and a cold one on your day off. Because when we have weekends here, the weekend vlog, I think your weekends are on Tuesday, Wednesday or something like that. Because obviously he works at the airport. Anyway, cheers.
Bit of Florida. Bit of a story about this next one. Again, I'm only holding it this way around because my dress is the other side. Fragile. It's rattling, so apologies. But the story behind this is I haven't got a clue what this is, who it's from. I have no idea at all. So this is going to be a real surprise or a real shock. Either way, we'll soon find out. The address was put wrong on it. They put the wrong house number down. And strangely, I got a Facebook message request from a postman in my area. Says, OG, I watch your channel and that. And he says, I've got something here for you. He says, but he said the wrong, this address doesn't exist. I was like, what? So I gave him the address. He said, no problem. Anyway, today I'm at work, Friday, on the door, about 11 o'clock-ish. Open the door, it's a postie. I said, there you go. I said, wow, thank you very much. And he says, I watch your channel all the time. He said, and I saw on it said OGDuffy. So I knew it was for you. And I know you live in my town. So put two and two together, looked me up on Facebook and sorted it out. What a true gentleman. I said, thank you very much. Shook his hand and that. I said, top man. He said, yeah, I watch your channel all the time. I really like it. And as he was walking away, do you know what he said? And congratulations on the 10K, OG. Awesome. That is the postal service going above and beyond, my friend. You deserve a pay rise. Anyway, like I say, I really have no idea what this is, who this is from, so this could be an interesting one. There's a bit of tape covering my address, bit of tape going round, so let's cut the tape seals first and then we'll get to it and see what it is. Well, I've opened it. It's wrapped further in that, which we'll come to. There's plenty of packaging in here. Thank you. And it's signed. Just says thank you and it's signed. Okay. Looks like WB. WB. Thank you, WB. Intriguing. Now, I'm liking the colour of this. Yeah, one of them little plastic envelope. Just have to rip this. Just have to rip it open. He says as it all sticks to his fingers. Oh dear. I am intrigued. I am intrigued. Okay. Ugh. I know this is now. I absolutely know who this is now. Oh my God. Let me explain further. Will Borland reached out to me via email and he developed this game for the ZX Spectrum. It's called Ziona Quest with an X. He said, "Oh gee, I developed a game for the Spectrum." He said, "And I just wondered, would you like a physical copy?" I'm like, "Wow, of course I will." Especially with the ZX Spectrum new, you know, the one from the retro games dropping not any day. In the next few weeks, I'm so looking forward to this. The search reality is the most dangerous fall under. Oh, look at this. This is proper old school, mate. Proper old school gaming. Ziona Quest there. Oh, dear me. Double tapes. And the game inlay itself. This is brilliant. Oh, this is how we used to get our games, kids. Look at that. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to spend any more time on this. And I'll tell you why. Because I will get the game, I will get it downloaded and we will play that and I will do a physical review. I will do a complete review of that. That's the nuts, mate. Thank you very much, Will. This is awesome. So keep your eyes peeled. There'll be a video coming for this for sure. What a lovely, lovely thing. He made that all himself. The only thing he hasn't done on it, because I texted him back, I said, or mailed him back, sorry. I said, so you made the whole game yourself, like? Because I mean, back in the day, I always had good intentions. I'd always get that manual that come with a specky out, and I start flicking through it and going, yeah, today, day 28 of school holidays, you know, 6 week holidays, I'm going to learn to program on my Spectrum, and I'd get to about page 3, and I'd go, let's play school days, and that would be off. Anyway, so that's as far as my programming went. But he programmed and made that game all himself. He said, he was like me, just tinkered And then he said before, I know it, I've done a game and I tweaked it and everything else. He said the only thing he hasn't done on it is the music, but everything else is his. So, well, I look forward to visiting it. Wow. What a great way to start the weekend with them 2 superb items. Cheers, guys. You're absolutely awesome. Let's have a beer. Because it'd be rude not to. Oh, yes. Cheers, guys. You're amazing. Thank you. Do enjoy a good strap-on beer. Anyway, let's go play some Xbox. Enjoying some Overwatch. Got this new monitor here, and as you can see, I've got on here the target, the crosshair. You can add it to games or turn it on or off. So I've been playing a bit, and I've been doing quite well with it, to be honest. Never had one of these before, but it's certainly helping my game. That's it. Cheers, mate. Get in there, lay down some heavy weaponry, guys. Let's try and sneak around here. Ouch. Run. Oh, he caught me. Right, I'm changing to Torben. See if we can make a change. Bit of Torben now. Let's see if he can change this this contest. It gives a bit. Oh, that gun didn't last 2 minutes there. Just got play of the game on that one, so I'm well happy with that. This little cursor there that you can see, can you spot that there? That there. Yeah, it's making all the difference for me. It really, really is. I mean, I lost that game, but I got play of the game. So, oh, well, my team lost. I didn't. I'm too good for my team. Oh, God. Just put on some COD. I'm going to play the zombie mode. I've not played it yet. So, standard. Continue fighting the undead. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Playing a squad. Play solo. So I was mirror as possible with or without any switch. Yeah, let's try this. Liberty Falls or Terminus. Oh, I don't know. Let's try this. Ready up. Yeah, let's just go, people. Let's go. Oh, there's some guy walking on his... Got him. Okay, so this is it. I do enjoy zombies because I don't get killed so badly because I'm, you know, I'm playing with other people. Locked barrier. Oh, ouch. Oh dear, here they come. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Great little gaming session there tonight. Played some COD, Call of Duty, the new one. Played some Overwatch as well. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it on that monitor. That's a 2K monitor. And I'll be honest, it really does lift the graphics of the Series S on that. I've not played any retro games tonight, just modern games. What's becoming of me, people? What's becoming of me? Don't worry, it's short-lived. Down here, I've got them the pickups I've got. That's the PlayStation 2, which is boxed with games. And there's a PS1 game in there as well. And there's some pickups here, which I got from CEX as well. 3 games in there, which I'll show you, not this evening. Probably not tomorrow, because I've got a lot planned. But probably Sunday. We'll go through the pickups on Sunday. Oh, yes. As for that PS2, I'm not sure. I don't know. Might just do a separate video and show you the pricings and the costings, CEX tradings, all that sort of stuff. Not that I'm going to trade them in on that. If I've got any doubles, I'll send them from the website, of course. But you already know that. I'll be honest, I'm really looking forward to Saturday tomorrow. That film, oh yes. A few beers with mate Al. Oh yes. Might even pick up a kebab on the way home. Hey, I know how to live. Anyway, that was Friday. I'll see you all in the morning for Saturday, which I'm really looking forward to. Actually, that said, I'm looking forward to Sunday as well. That fair, oh, mate. It's the days that just keep giving, I tell ya.
Good morning, people. It's Saturday. Looking forward to today. Postman's just been, and we've had a postcard from our nephew, who was in Japan. He's now come home, but obviously post and all that. Anyway, he visited the monkey zoo thing. Anyway, he wrote me this, or wrote me and Nick this, and Josh. Hello, hope you're well. I'm currently in Kyoto. It's, you know me and pronunciations, people. After my first week in Japan, absolutely amazing place, but it's very hot this time of year, 37 degrees. Nice. I visited a monkey sanctuary today and got to feed them some snacks. The country is full of retro game shops and arcades. Great content for the OGDuffy channel. Love, Liam. Thank you very much, Liam. Oh, yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it? I'd spend a fortune out there, wouldn't I? Anyway, off to the cinema soon. Then a few pints with my mate Al. Yeah, looking forward to this film. I knew nothing about it. I just stumbled across the trailer and I thought, oh, that looks right up my street. So I got Mrs. OG a ticket. Hugh Grant in a very different role indeed. Yes. But the trailer does look really good. So if you haven't seen the trailer, do go check it out. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. A few beers. I can get kebab on the way home. You never know. Oh, I know how to live. Down the town, about to go in the cinema. Here she is. You're off to see Heretic. Stars Hugh Grant, so it can't be nasty, can it?
No.
Bit of music going on there.
I know nothing about it, so
I watched the trailer and I'm well excited. Either that or I'm going to come out really disappointed. We shall see. We shall see. But I'm looking forward to this one. This is it, people. Heretic. Wonderfully tense, thoroughly entertaining. He's in a very different role. But look at that. That looks awesome.
Elf.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wicked and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oomph. Gladiator 2, I'm looking forward to that. Haven't bothered with that. Haven't bothered at all. And then the pick and mix. Mrs. OG educated me and said you have to scrape away the top layer in case little fingers have been in there. Nice little tip, Mrs. OG. Now the question is this. Did I or did I not help myself to 1 or 2 pick and mix sweets before hitting the scales? Comment please. Quick look here, what films we've got coming out. Point Break. Oh, they're re-showing that again. Do you know what? I've never seen that. And they did a remake of it, didn't they? They rebooted it. Got myself one of these guys, the Tango Ice Blast. I do like it. I'm saving myself for a pint when I get to ours. Well, when I get to out in the pub. Look at this, people. An animated new Lord of the Rings film. The War of Rohirrim. Mufasa. No, I won't bother with that. Bit of Snow White. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother with that either. Just out of the film there. Very different indeed. Mrs. OG's just got to do a bit of shopping. And I'm off obviously at the pub to go and meet Al. But all in all, Hugh Grant was very different in it. And Mrs. OG surprisingly said, I enjoyed it. A bit gory in places and everything else, so I was quite surprised really. What'd I give it out of 10? About a 7 I suppose, 7. It was interesting, it was different. It was nice to see him do something completely different. But anyway, beer o'clock.
Julie Barrett, rocking initial challenge.
Hey! Cheers! Just watched Heretic, people. Mrs. OG, what did you think?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
What did you like about it?
Well, I won't say I liked it. It was very jumpy, scary. It was better than the one we watched on Halloween.
Yeah.
But Hugh Grant is, he's very good in it.
And that's what I say, Hugh Grant was the
very
man
good.
in it. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've moved on from the vineyard because it was loud. That Sportsays had the booming speakers. And I popped into Weatherspoons, having a nice pint in Spoons with my mate Al. There he is.
Hi, mate.
Hey. So it's all good in the hood. Trust you're all having a great weekend too. Home from the pub and I had an Indian. This is a Sikh kebab starter. I'll put lettuce on the top and all that sort of sauce, you know, that mint sauce, followed by meat madras and keema naan bread. Oh, this was just gorgeous. It tastes so much better the next morning as well for breakfast. Sunday morning and here we are, we're in the car and Mrs. OG is in for a treat today. Do you know where I'm taking you, Nick? Go on, tell the good people where you want to go.
No, it's not.
Go on, where do you want to go? I'm not going for me.
Right, you're taking me to a toy fair. To a toy fair.
No, you said you wanted a Barbie.
So I said, I'll take you and get you a classic
They are
Barbie.
very collectible, but no, we're going to a toy fair this morning.
And the reason being is because some retro hunters, they find video games at toy fairs. So I thought there's one fairly local.
I
So I
wonder
thought
why
I'd
we
go.
were going.
Yeah, I thought we'd go and have a look.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay. Anyway, yes, we've got that to look forward to. And then afterwards, if Mrs. OG is good and behaves at the toy fair, I might take her into Chatham because there's a shop there she wants to go to buy a pair of jeans that she likes. So I might just take you in there and treat you to a pair of jeans.
I need to go and get some more crafty bits, of course.
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
and you
There's
want
a
some
big-
paint for a project you're
Yeah, I
doing.
need some more white paint.
White acrylic paint.
Yes.
Yep, so we might pop into Chatham afterwards.
Yeah.
And you know what else is in Chatham?
Oh, not CEX and... Oh,
There's a CX and a cash converters.
Cash converters.
And
I don't know.
a Weatherspoons, because you know what time it is, people. It's always...
Yeah, beer o'clock.
Hey! We're here. Took about 20 minutes, I suppose, so quite local. It's in a Masonic hall, look. Do you think we've got to shake hands dodgily on the way in?
Doesn't say Masonic, is it?
That's the Masonic logo, look. Yes. Trust me, I know. My granddad was one.
Into the toy fair, and we started having a mooch about. Mrs. OG was really taken aback with the amount of Star Wars toys in the whole fair. Everywhere you went, every stall had Star Wars. I weren't complaining. A few Judge Dredd annuals there. I've got that whole complete set. It lives on the top of my landing. I don't know if Mrs. OG's too happy about it being there, but hey, I don't know how many volumes there are. It was well over 100, but those spines make up a lovely picture. Oh yes, all the Judge Dredd characters. Anyway, this caught me eye. Look, all these are vintage Japanese laser discs. But look at these movies. Look, Beverly Hills Cop, Temple of Doom, Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2 or 3, Blues Brothers. Look, they're all absolute classic films. As you got towards the back, though, they sort of went a bit off the pat, so to speak. Although RoboCop was there, so not bad. Mrs. OG's found some old Smurfs here, look. Remember them? You used to get them in petrol stations. But she likes this one. Look, he's an artist.
He lost a finger.
Your paintbrush. Found a box of albums here, started flicking through, and then this one album caught my eye. Look at that. Fraggle Rock. Dance your days away. Worries for another day. Down at Fraggle Rock. What a show that was. Do you remember that? I certainly do. And here's Mrs. OG having a good old rummage through the boxes there and picking out a Smurf. She does purchase something as well, you know. But anyway, going through all these stalls, there's plenty to see here. And there's Ram Man. Do you remember him? He was from the muscular guy. Oh, what was his name? Dolph Lundgren. He did one of his movies, Masters of the Universe. That was him, something like that. Anyway, I weren't into that. I was into more my Star Wars toys growing up. I didn't really do that stuff. But anyway, talking to Star Wars, there's plenty there, as you can see. And of course, look at these, the old AT-ATs, ATATs. Big old beasts they were. 115 quid each, some of them. All different prices. There was one stall here that had games, and there's Lara. Yeah, pointing me to the games, bless her, and these were the games on offer. And unfortunately, at this toy fair, there was only one stall selling games. So, not as many as I'd have liked, but hey, I quite enjoyed it. It was a good morning. Toy fair done. I made a purchase and Mrs. OG made a purchase. Did you enjoy the toy fair?
That was alright. Not my sort of thing, but yeah, it's alright.
Shall we go into Chatham now?
Can do.
What for?
Just a bit of shopping,
And?
perhaps get a drink.
And?
Oh, we've got to go CEX.
You don't have to come to CX. You can go over to
I'll go to the works.
you go over to the works first because you need your acrylic paint, and then I will dive into CEX while you're in there. Anyway, I got 2 games at the toy fair. There was only one stall that had any games, so that's so good. But you bought yourself a little something as well, didn't you? Right, I'll show you my pickups when we get back, because I've got them CEX pickups from Thursday, I think, to show you as well, guys. And girls, of course. Made our way to Chatham, people. Oh, yes. Going to go up to cash converters. And then I'm going to pop into CEX. And then Mrs. OG is going to go buy her jeans. But I'm going to pop into Weatherspoons as well. Because
Washing machine.
rude not to people, of course it is.
Yeah.
And Miss OG's on the phone to little OG, and he's about to finish her call.
Yeah.
Cash converters, here I come. Stay tuned. Let's see what all my pickups are from Thursday through to today. We'll go through them when we get back to OGDuffy Towers. Got a couple in that toy fair there, which was very nice, a bit different indeed. I'm sure Primani will no doubt be calling Mrs OG in. She's talking about the race now, the F1 race, how bad the weather is there in Mexico. So, yeah, onwards and upwards. Looking forward to that race she is, but apparently it's that much heavy rain, they don't know if it might be brought forward. Time will tell. Either way, I'll be out in the games room. Into cash converters or crack converters, whichever you prefer. Into the window here. Nothing really retro gaming related, a PS5 console still knocking about in there. But unfortunately, nothing major. Anyway, let's go inside. As you can see, plenty of PS4 titles. There was one title that caught my eye. I don't go in for PS4 at the moment. Resident Evil Origins Collection is $12.99 in here. It's £15 in CEX, so a couple of quid cheaper. Quite a few PS3 games in here, but unfortunately there was nothing that sort of really caught my eye, so I didn't really bother, to be honest. Shame really, but I always find this with cash converters. It is very hit and miss. Sometimes amazing stuff, other times nothing at all. This was another time. Brought Mrs OG into Primani. She's bought a new Santa suit. Look, oh dear. Holidays are coming, people. Oh yes, they are. You have been warned. Loving the Jack Skelly stuff. Look, but look at this guy here. Ready? Let me bring you down to my level. Here we go. Oh, there we are. Oh, he don't want to work. He don't want to work. This one at the end works, so. What's you reckon on him? Pretty cool, isn't he? £19 though. Plenty of clothes shopping done. Now going to escape to the pub. We need a little break. Then I'm going to go and do CEX, people. But a pint is in order now. I've done a lot of walking this morning, you know. Popped into Spoons, people, because it's rude not to, you know that. Obviously going to order a Stella, but I'm just going through the menu. I just said to Mrs OG, we might as well eat here. She ain't got little OG. He's gone to his nan's for the weekend, so onwards and upwards, people. I think we're going to have dinner now and a snack later. Makes perfect sense, saves cooking as well. And of course, a nice pint of Stella to wash it all down. Oh yes, indeed, people. But what will we eat? That is the question. Plenty of options here. But what to go for? Do I mix things up with the small plates option? Or do I go for a burger? I'm pretty much tempted by the burgers, to be honest. But the last one I had in here was quite small. So I don't know whether to maybe up my game to a gourmet burger. And you know why? Oh yes, because I'm worth it, people. Or I could go for a steak, you know. Decisions. The Stella has arrived, people. So that's all good stuff. Cheers, let's wet the whistle while I wait for my dinner. Scampi and chips for Mrs OG, look at that lot. That looks damn good, looks better than the bit of cod you had the other week. And there, look, I've gone for the ultimate burger. Onion rings, chips, oh yes. After re-energising with a pint and a bit of grub from Weatherspoons, we hit the Chatham CEX. Now, those that watch the channel will know Chatham CEX is one of my favourites. I do enjoy it here. That caught me eye there. Look, an Xbox controller for Street Fighter, £55. But this time out, I was quite unimpressed. It's like they'd sold an awful lot and not replenished, really. £430, that Rule of Rose there. Now, there's been a real influx of Rule of Rose into CEX shops, which begs the question, are there a load of fakes that have flooded the market? Or is there a hoard that was found? I heard there's some story going around about Italy, something to do with Italy and Rule of Rose. And also there was loads of sealed versions hit the market. Now apparently if you take a sealed game or DVD or whatever into CEX, they have to rip the seal off, so it's no longer a new title, to check the inside that the game or disc is in there. Anyway, a few copies of Wii Sports Resort there. You can't go wrong with a bit of Wii Sports Resort. They had enough copies there to sink the Titanic, mate. Trust me. Need to sell a few more. Maybe drop the price. I don't know. I don't even know how much it was. One of you will remember. You would have seen it back there. Now, looking at the PS3 games. Now, I have to admit, I didn't get any PS3 pickups. Like I was saying, I was a bit surprised, really. It's almost as if the stocks are being bought here, but there's not many coming back out, which is, you know, it's a shame, really, because I've always, when I've been in the past, I've seen lots of people trading. But anyway, this caught me eye. Look, right, X-Men Wolverine, reprinted cover, 60 notes. Now, the price of Wolverine and Deadpool have gone through the roof recently because of the film release, you know, Deadpool versus Wolverine, or Wolverine versus Deadpool, whichever way round the title was, I can't remember. But this was a good CX, and as you can see here, look, the PS2 shelves have really taken a hit. So my mate Jay, I think he might be right when he told me people are starting to invest in PS2, so it certainly shows it here, doesn't it? It certainly took a hit. We are done in Chatham, CX done, crash converters done, or crack converters. And the toy fair, a couple of pickups in the toy fair, and a little something in CX as well. I'll go through them along with the other pickups I've had as well when we get back. But I've got to get back because I bought the F1 race forward, so Mrs. OG's well excited. Lando's on pole, he's closing on Verstappen. It's going to be tight end. Just made it home. Look at this for timing. They brought the race forward, so Mrs. OG is home in time for the F1 warm-up lap, then they're off ski. Oh, how will he do today, Lando? Mrs. OG's excited for this race. How's Lando going to do, Nick?
He's going to win. He's got to win today because I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, he's got to win.
She's getting excited. Anyway, I'm going to go and make her a coffee. Whilst we were out shopping in Chatham, look what I bought. I bought the girl a new one of these scratchy mat things. As you can see, they love them. We got them there. But I've just put a load of, what is it called? Catnip. Catnip in it. Look. So it's Lara and Luna. They're both loving it.
Go on, Lando.
What do you think, Lara?
Oh,
Try and learn. Oi, language. I'm going to have to bleep that out. Oh, what's he done? Oh, so, two excited cats. Look at that. Certainly got their attention. Mrs. OG, anything to say for yourself?
I am so sorry, but this race is so crucial for Lando. It's so... I apologise for naughty words that should not be said.
Let's get a beer, eh, people? And we're out here. I've got to catch up on Megadrive Game of the Week. 2 letters to do. I can't remember what letter we got up to. I think we might be on A, B, C, D, E, or F. I'll have to look at the previous one because I obviously didn't do one last week, so I'm going to do 2 this week. I'm going to do them through the emulator on the PC rig there. And pickups. The pickups I got from Thursday and today, people. Oh, yes, indeed. Should we do them first? Then Megadrive Game of the Week. And then these smaller hard drives. Obviously, these aren't the big 12 terabyte jobs. Someone asked me, how does this run or emulate through the mini PC? So I'm going to give that a go as well. So I might just run the Megadrive games through this. Yeah, because why not? Be rude not to, so to speak. Anyway, let's grab that beer. Oh, I tell you what, let's go for something a bit different. Let's go for one of these. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce this, and hey, I'm not even going to begin to attempt it. Actually, no, let's attempt it. Kamahanelia. Yeah, 1881. I can't even tell you which country that's from, to be honest. It just says here, yeah, it's just a load of symbols. I can't see the strength of the... 4.4%. A 4.4% lager, quite where it's from, God only knows. Let's pop a cap. Let's pop a cap on this beer. Let's get me all-important glass. Let's pour it up. And then let's have a chat and a bit of gaming, people. But first, we need to get them games pickups done. Oh, I am aware, if you're a channel member and I'll raise a beer for you on the odd Friday video, I've got a bit of a backlog there to catch up on. So this Friday's video,
I will raise a glass to one of you great members for your support, so thank you for that. Anyway, this beer is smells very, very wheaty. Oh, God. Anyone got any idea on that, where that's from? It's Eastern European, but I would say looking at the symbols, I'm calling them symbols, someone out there will know. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. It's cold, it's wet, it's beer. What's not to love, people? So anyway, this beer, Kamahanala. Not a bad little drop, that. Let's get fired up. Let's show you my pickups. So, where to begin? Let's start from the ones I got Thursday. Now, so I've got that big PS2 down there. Let's take a stall while I chat to you good people. I got that PS2 pickup with the games. It's still down there sealed. I haven't been through it. £35 all in. I'll do a little separate video on that because what I'm going to do, I'm going to tally it up as I go and just show you what the CX trade-ins are and all that sort of stuff. So I know that interests some of you. Anyway, the first 3 pickups I got on Thursday, that are from... these are all CEX games. And I have to admit, my local CEX at the moment is getting some nice little stock in. It seems to have a good little rotation going on at the moment. So, yeah, it's all good stuff there. I got Sniper Elite on the Wii. I didn't check my app, the CLZ app. I didn't check it. I should have done, but I don't think I've got this. Again, you those watch the channel know I love the Wii games when you get them shooting titles because them little Zapper games are brilliant on that. The controller works brilliantly. A couple of PS3 games. I do not own this. Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. I have played one of these games before. I think it was the original Destroy All Humans. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. Which brings us on. We're going to have a whole separate debate about aliens and alien abductions and all that sort of stuff. Maybe we should one day. I mean, years ago when I first started out on the tubes, I had a few where I did conspiracy theory nights and I'd show like bits of video clips and this sort of stuff. Do I believe in conspiracy theories? Some of them, yeah. I think I don't know if I believe them fully, but I think some of them do have a bit of credence to them. But yeah, alien abduction and alien sightings. And let's be honest, look at the size of the universe, mate. There's got to be other life out there, isn't there? Surely. Oh, these are complete as well, by the way. £8 that one. And then this one, Dark Souls. It's just Dark Souls 1. £12 that on the PS3. I've never played a Dark Souls game before. And I'm assuming, right or wrongly, these discs are all fine. Yep, that one's cool. Because the girl who served me in my local one, she checks all the discs as she gets them out. So that's good. So that was Thursday. And today, what did I pick up today, people? Okay, I took a bit, not a gamble, because the discs and everything are fine. But I'm coming to that one last. Tuck that one over there, out of shot from you, people. Keep the receipt. I'll do my accounts later, actually. Anyway, Army Men, Team Assault, PS1. I'm loving the PS1 at the moment. These are all complete with manuals as well. I paid £4.99 for that. This was at a toy fair. Only one of the stalls at that toy fair had games. So, yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. But, hey, he had a few games, but nothing major, you know what I mean? And there was this one. Game I don't think I've ever really seen before, but, hey, us fellas of a certain age will remember this for sure. Yep, there it is. The Dukes of Hazzard. And it's called Daisy Dukes. Dukes it out. Dukes of Hazzard number 2. Again, £4.99, complete with manual on the PS1. Yeah, what's not to love? Bit of Daisy Dukes. As I say. People of a certain age will remember old Daisy very, very well, especially them shorts. Yes, yes, they were nice shorts actually. She used to wear. Anyway, and there was this a Megadrive game, and to be honest, we popped into CEX there in Chatham just today. And as I always say when I do pick up videos, it's my best favourite. You know what I mean? CEX generally. But today, it's like there wasn't an awful lot of new stock since my last visit. My last visit was probably about 6-8 weeks ago. But it was sort of nothing new, actually. If anything, quite a lot of the retro is sold in there, I would say. So needs replenishing. But I picked this up. It was a tenner. It's got a manual and it is complete. And I was quite pleased with this. And it's Micro Machines 2 Turbo Tournament. Now, this is the one with that cartridge. Yes, there it is. Manual there, as you can see. But let's take a closer look at the cartridge. This is the one with the cartridge. As you can see there, such a clever design, this. Has the 2 extra controller ports there built onto the cartridge, so you can have a 4-player game, because on the original Mega Drive you only had 2 controller ports. So this very cleverly introduced an extra 2 ports via the cartridge. It's actually quite a nice condition there, and let's be honest, complete with a manual, good condition, a Mega Drive game, a tenner. I'm not complaining. And this has actually got good reviews as a game, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a play at some point. There's a little bit of extra bump in there, so we will check it out. Oh, this is interesting. Look, so we've got the instruction book, and look at this. Right, okay. Let me just look at that. Blimey. This game, it was originally from Leicester. Dale Clark from Hinchley in Leicester. So if that was you, Dale, and you just so happen to be doing this, your address, you filled it all out on there. Obviously never sent it off. Then what we got here? Micro Machines. Oh, wow, look at that. What a clever thing. It's a wad of paper and then little invites. So you can invite people to come and play the game, look. What a nice little touch that was. And then here you've got, congratulations, you are the winner. You come first in the Micro Machines 2. Again, same thing. There's several of them little certificates to give to the winner of your games night. Oh, what a great idea. I could do an OG Duffy games night. Invite 3 of you good people round and we could play some Micro Machines tournament and see who gets the certificate. Do you think that could be a thing? Anyway, yeah, so let's pop that back. I didn't know it came with them little extra bits like that. So that's a nice addition to the collection, I think. But anyway, talking to Mega Drive, let's get the Mega Drive fired up. We're going to do it on the emulation system here at the end of the games room. But I'm going to plug in this hard drive because someone was asking how well this performs through the mini PC. So I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone, people. Oh yes, whilst drinking lager from wherever named Kalakamala. Anyway, cheers guys, hope you're having a great weekend and I hope your Sunday is as fruitful as mine. Some nice little games there. Like I was saying, I've still got that PS2 to unbox there. With the games, of course. Oh, it's a day that just keeps giving, you know. Hey. There we go. Right, so we're on F for Mega Drive Game of the Week. Let's turn the light off so we get a bit more of a ambience. Ambience is the word. So anyway, F15, F1. Talking of F1, Lando comes 6th. Just popped indoors, so just saw Mrs. OG. Fatal Fury. I'm not going to play that because obviously it's played it on the arcade before. And the arcade version's obviously always the best. FIFA, well... do you know what? Confession time. I didn't mind the early FIFA games. Final Blow, that was an arcade game. Fire Shark. That's about 40-50 quid game in CX, I think. Forgotten Worlds. Let's shoot 'em up from the arcade. Frogger. Oh, blimey. From TV Animation Slam Dunk. Right, okay. Furious Galaxy Field. So we're going into G. Fun Car Rally. There we go. A bit of Fun Car Rally on the Mega Drive. It's a new one on me. Last week we did F, which was that Exodus. You know what I mean? That was, yeah. Enter name. I can't be bothered. I always just go A. Anyway, so it picked it for me. Track 1 of 1. Yes, right. So let's accelerate. Oh my God. This is not dissimilar to sort of graphically Micro Machines, is it? What he says. Oh, you might hear the odd bang going off. It's fireworks tonight. People got their fireworks going off. But hopefully the sound of this video game is drowning all that out. I've got a boost. I don't know how to use the boost. Time out. Well, I didn't do so well on that Fun Car Rally. Well, that weren't very fun, was it? That's how I want another game. Yeah, I'm always... Right, go. Keep up this time, Rob. Oh, I'm falling behind again. Oh, God's sake. I think I've had this. Oh, mate. It's one of them, you've got to learn the track, ain't you? To stand any out of doing this. I used to love these sort of little top-down racers like this. Oh. Blooming awful. Enough of that. So that was F. Let's move on to G. Galaxy Force 2. Garfield. Garfield at the moment is reminding me a bit of Leia the Cat, bless her. Now that looks my sort of game completely, Gemfire, but obviously I haven't really got the time to play it. Genghis Khan, yeah, that's my sort of game as well. I do enjoy them sort of games. So a bit of strategy. Hellfire, great shooter. Love that on the Megadrive. So that is H. So what are we going for? Hyperdunk. Oh, sorry, G. I went out of G. Green Dog. The Beach Surfer Dude. Looks like a platformer. Gluff. Gemfire, like I say. That's, yeah. Let's have a bit of Garfield for Leia. As you know, Leia the cat is on a little diet at the moment. She's never ever eaten wet food, the cat. Luna does. But no, Leia, bless her, she's always eaten biscuits. And I've never ever left her bowl empty, and I think that's half the problem, to be fair. Anyway, let's have a go at Garfield. I'm guessing this is going to be a platformer. Right, yeah, let's just go for it. The end of our broad... Oh, look, oh, God. Look, that is my cats. My cats do sit and watch telly. Oh, that dog's called Odie, isn't he, if I remember? Oh, no, the TV remote is broken, or TV is broken. Well, a fat cat like you, Lane. If we can't fix it, we're in trouble. You sure are. So, I'm assuming I'm going to have to collect parts on this. Oh, are we going into the telly by the looks of things? Okay. Mine. Oh, well done, Garfy. Into there. So far, so good. I think Garfield looks pretty sexy. He's a sexy little ginger Tom anyway, bless him, isn't he? Likes pizza, doesn't he? Count Slobula's Castle. Very apt for Halloween. What? Do the buttons do anything else? Is that a claw or is that like a torch? That's something he throws there. Okay. Oh, he come back. Get the burger. That'll help you, Garth. Me and Mrs. OG, we had a cat called Garfield. We called him Garfy. Oh. And he was a stray cat that just sort of come and dumped himself on us. And he had a little house in the garden. And every time me and Mrs. OG went away on holiday or whatever, my dad, bless him, used to have to come round and feed Garfy for us. I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing on this level. Is that Odie? Looks like Odie up there. Right, so I still throw things. Can I reach him? Double jump, maybe? Ah. I don't know. What am I tugging on there? Oh, it is his tongue. Sorry, I was a little bit, yeah. I'm not sure what that's all about. Oh, what we got now? What's that? So can I get through? Can't jump on it. Oh, I can. Oh, I see. So you have to pull his tongue. Now, run back. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, get me on top. No! Mate, do I pull that one? Oh, it's pointing to that one, so we'll pull that one. Okay. So that pushes it up. And now I must push it down, I'm guessing. Oh, dear. Right, let's try it again. I tell you what, I'm getting out with this. Right, that's G, Garfield. Anyway, that is the end of this weekend vlog. I hope you've had a great weekend. Drop in the comments, any great retro game pickups you've had in charity shops, particularly of late. And B, just what you've been up to the weekend. What film did you watch on Halloween, number 3? Okay, so there's 3 questions for you. Any decent pickups from charity shops in particular? Doesn't have to be game related, actually could be anything. Hey, Master of Pieces, he always tells me, don't matter, Rob, just keep looking. He's a good fella. He does pick up some great bits. Halloween films you watched and what you've been up to this weekend.
please, in the comments as always, people. Anyway, I'm going to grab my beer. What have I got coming up? Well, I have to tell you this now. I've got a brilliant week planned. Thursday night, me, Mrs. OG, and my old best pal from school, and well, not necessarily from school, actually growing up, you know, my teen years and that. Well, I ain't met him in years, but he's a huge boxing fan, and I love me boxing. So we're off for an evening with the one, the only Lennox Lewis. He's my hero in boxing. I mean, I took Mrs. OG to see him back in the day when he beat Francois Botha in 2 rounds, I believe it was, at the London Arena. What a night. So we got that Thursday night, and then Friday, Mrs. OG's on a sort of art and craft course in Rochester, and it starts, I think it's about 6 to about 8, or might even be later than that. So I said, I'll come along, we can jump on the train, I'm going to have a few beers in Rochester, and just mooch about, have a few beers really. Might be on my own, might drag someone along, I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure I will have a great time nonetheless. And as always, people, if you haven't already done so, do what I do. Try and book something or get something to look forward to for the weekend. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be costly, just a cinema ticket or something. But sort yourself something. Talk to the cinema, that film was not bad, I quite enjoyed that. Anyway, I've been OG Duffy, you've been awesome as always. Thank you for all your support, your likes, your shares, your comments. They all go to help us greatly. Me, Mrs. OG and little OG are very, very thankful for all your support. Cheers, people. This beer is for all of you at home. Oh, yes, indeed. And if you can, hey, jump on over to the website. Go check out over there, www.ogduffy.com, and maybe just have a read of some of my blogs. Yes, fills a bit of time when you're at work, you know, and you've got a bit of downtime with your cup of coffee maybe, or buy a coffee mug while you're over there. Anyway, got some exciting news coming up about some merch. I start rambling and things just come into my head. Anyway, I've got to go. Catch you all later. Have a great, great week, people. I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers.